Hey, what's up? This is George Shamon. Guys, let me know if you can see me or hear me. I have a very weird setup today. If you're on this live stream, let me know if you can hear me. Drop a comment in a chat box. Oh, it looks like I have to flip the screen. I see. Okay, let me see now. Can you see my screen now? Okay, I get it now. Now it looks. Okay, hey, what's up, guys? This is George Shamon, and in this presentation, I'm gonna show you some of the Linux commands I use. So maybe I should hold the camera far away. Okay, that's much better, I think. Yep. So if you have any questions, submit it in a comment. Because okay, this is the screen. Or you know what? Let me just hold it this way. Maybe I have better control over it. Let me see. Yeah, that's much better now. Hey, what's up, guys? This is George Shamon. In this presentation, I'm gonna run some Linux commands on a terminal. So what I want you to do, let me know if you can hear me, and drop a comment in the comment box. Can you hear me well? And can you see the screen? And also let me know if you're interested to learn about certain commands in Linux. I'm gonna run some now, but it will be great if you let me know what commands you want me to run. So right now, I'm gonna run on a terminal here, if you see it here. I'm gonna start this command. This is, so the first one I'm gonna run is ping, the ping command, this one here, ping, P-I-N-G. So what the ping command does, it pings a network address or an IP address to see if it's live online or not. Okay, so now I'm gonna ping my website. My website is georgekcwebservices.com. So I'm gonna do a ping to see if it's live online. I know it's live online, but let me show you how it looks like. So ping George KC Web Services.com, and I'm gonna hit enter now and see how it behaves. So I hit enter. Okay, what's happening now? It says ping georgekcwebservices.com, and then between parentheses, it's given me the IPv6 address, if you can see it. And what's happening? These are data packets between my IP address and the IP address of my website. Just move this. And each packet going, it's given it a number or sequence, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like let's say the last one now, it's 42, 43. So, and then it will give you the time in milliseconds, if you can see it here. And this is the round trip of the packet. and it's got some information here about ICMP. This is the protocol, and the TTL is equal 118. It means time to live. Time to live. It means the packet, if it doesn't, it dies down at after 118. So this is the ping command. Let me flip my screen. Okay, so this is the ping command. Do you have any question about it? Let me know in a comment box here. Enter a comment or a question or anything in a box here, and let me know if you have any question about it. I'll be running more commands on this terminal, but this is the first one. So ping, basically, you ping a host, a website, IP address, a switch or a router on a network, and once you ping it, if it returns answer like this one now from such, it means it's online, it's connected to the network, and it's answering, it's saying, hey, I'm here online, I'm connected. Now, if it doesn't, if it's not connected online, it's gonna say unreachable. And as long as it's set up in a way that if it's ping, it can reply. Sometimes they don't reply. They're programmed in a way the router or the switch or the IP address does not reply. So in this case, where it's online and it's programmed to reply, this is what you see here, and it keeps running until you stop it. And let me show you. So let me flip the screen. So if you look, it's still running now. And if you look at the packet number on the bottom here, it says 171, 173. If you notice, the number is going up. It does not stop unless you specify the count of the packet, But the way you stop it, I can Control C here, or Control Z, I think. Yeah, Control Z, it will stop. And Control Z. So, and you can use also Control C. Control C, it will. So what's nice about Control C, if you're running the this command and you use Control C, it will show you the some of the statistics. If you look here, once I send those packets, and it looks like I sent, let's say, 4 packets. Yes. So if you look here, I sent 4 packets, 1, 2, 3, 4, those ICMP sequences. And then if you look, once I stopped it, it gives you statistics about the transmission and the reception. So it gives you 4, it's very precise. It says 4 packets. Let me show you here. 4 packets transmitted, 4 received, 0% packet loss, and time is 3004 milliseconds. And then it gives you some statistics here, RTT, which is round trip travel, minimum, average, maximum, medium deviation equals such and such. It will give you numbers. So basically, it's giving you statistics about the data packet we're sending, how many packets one sent in a data, how many packets was received, and then it gives you statistics if you're losing data while transmission, during the transmission. So it says 4 packets, like I said, transmitted, 4 received, and 0% packet loss. This way you know that you're not losing any packets during the transmission of the signal of the packets, and it will give you time, and it will give you some more statistics. So this is the ping command. So I'm gonna run more commands now. The second one, I did a live before, not a live, like a short, and I mentioned the 5 commands I wanna run now, but this one is in detail. I'm gonna show you the screen, how it looks like. So now let's run. So we did the ping command. We're gonna run now trace route. Let me show you on the screen. So trace route, it will give you the route to a certain host. So let's say trace route, trace route, trace route. And I want to see the trace route, let's say to my website. So trace route, George KC, George KC web services.com. So trace route, it will give you how many router or how many how many IP address you can go through. The packet is going through to get to the destination. So now if we hit the trace route to that's my website, georgekcwebservice.com. So if I'm gonna hit enter, and the system will send the packets from my computer here, and then you can read them. If you look, it says here, Mitco. This is my internet service provider, Mitco, and then it's go through Mitco, and then it will go through a couple, about two more IP addresses. It gets to my website, and then it goes through BC, Google user content, such and such. So I don't know. It looks like maybe my web hosting is using Google Cloud or something. So this is and so this is the second command, and the third command I want to use now. So we use the ping, the trace route. Now I'm gonna use the NS lookup. So, and if you use a clear, you will clear the screen here. And I'm gonna use NS lookup. I'll show you in 1 minute what the NS lookup does. NS lookup, and and then I enter my website, George KC web services.com. I think I mistyped it. Let me fix it. George KC web service.com. Okay, so this is the NS lookup now, and the NS lookup, what it does, it brings it shows you on the screen the IP addresses of the DNS server. The DNS, which is the domain name server, that translates the IP address to names. So now if I hit the georgekcwebservice.com, I hit it, then it's gonna give me some information here. So if you see those addresses are the IP addresses of the DNS servers, the domain server of this domain name systems of this website, of my web hosting. So basically, this is how the network translates names like the URL georgekcwebservice.com to IP addresses. This is what they use. So let's see. Okay, so this is the third one, and there's another command now I'm gonna run. Let's clear the screen. So I ran so far 3 commands. Now I'm gonna run the IP address command. The IP address, let me show you the IP address. And guys, I'm running those commands in Linux terminal. I have a Linux computer here, and I'm using the Linux terminal. So IP address, and you hit enter, and the system will show you the IP address of my computer here. How many? Let's say it says the loop back. Usually it's the 127.0.0. If you see it here, this is my local computer, the loop back of my computer, 127.0.0.1. That's for diagnostics, And then this is another IP address here. And this is the local IP address. This is the local of my local network here at home. And then this is the internet addresses, those here. It's IPv6. If you see it here, those are, and this one here. Those are IPv6. That's the internet address. So if you have any questions, submit them in the comment. This is George Shamon, and let me flip my screen. This is George Shamon, and I am coming to you live from the US state of South Dakota. I'm running some commands in my terminal on Linux. And if you have any questions, please submit them in a comment and let me know where you're tuning in from. Shlok Gamer Tech. Do you know Golden Eye? Hello. Yeah, do you have any questions, Shlok Gamer Tech? Let me know if you have any question about using Linux commands. So let's go back to the terminal. Now, guys, we can use the speed test command. The speed test will show you the speed of the bandwidth of my internet connection. So let me clear the screen first. Clear the screen. So let's see. So if you use speed test, the speed test is very important command. It will show you the bandwidth connection, you know, my internet connection speed. So this is what you use, speed test, and you hit enter. And once you hit enter, the system is doing its, the internet connection is doing its work. And if you notice, I will explain in 1 second what is it doing. So the system is doing its magic, and now it says, if you look here, you cannot see it. It says retrieving speedtest.net configuration, and then it did a test for the bandwidth for the internet connection, and it says from Mitco 96.3 to 30. This is the speed test IP address of the server, and then it's doing its test, and it used, okay, it pinged the network, it says Lincoln, Nebraska, okay, and then it will give you the distance, and then it will give me the download and the upload speed of my connection. If you look here, it says download speed is 142.23 megabit per second. Upload speed 48.68 megabit per second. So this is how you measure your internet bandwidth at whether you're at home or at work. You can use this command from the terminal, especially from the Linux terminal. It's a speed test. So the speed test will measure your internet connection, the upload and the download. And this is, you see it here, download. And what's interesting, it doesn't give you the same result every time you run the command. So let me run it again here. I'm gonna show you, it might give different, you know, because every time the internet changes a bit, you know. So what's interesting, it does this test from the my internet service provider, and it selects a SpeedNet server somewhere. Every time it's gonna be different. So this time it did it from, if you notice here, the first time it did a test with Lincoln here, this one here, Lincoln, Nebraska, and it gives you the distance in kilometers. How far is this server, the speed test server, and how long it took, and then it does some calculation. It says testing download, then it will give you the download speed and the upload speed. And now if you look here, it changed, but very minor. It didn't change much, you know. So, but it did the test from a different server. But if you notice, this is the same server. This is my internet service provider speed test server, and it's doing, it looks for a speed test server which is available or the most feasible one. And this second time, it selected a different one. It's in Sioux Center, Iowa. It's 61.79 kilometers from here, and it's hosted by this is Premier Communications. And then it did the test, and this is the testing download. It gave me 137, the upload 42. So it's a bit different, but not a huge difference, you know. So guys, if you have any questions, submit it in a comment. And if you want me to run certain Linux commands, I have the terminal up now, as you see, you know. And so let's see. Anybody have a question? Submit it in a comment if there's any question. So I've been trying some commands on my Linux terminal here. So I used the ping command first, then I used the trace route command, then I used the ns lookup, then I used the speed test, and those commands are very interesting and important for testing and diagnosing of your network connection. So basically, the ping one, what it does, it pings to make sure an IP address is reachable, and the IP address represents a router, a computer, a server somewhere on the internet or on a local on your local network. But in this case, it's on the internet. And then I use the trace route, and then you specify the destination server or IP address you want to reach. And then once you enter, and the system will show you the route the packet travels, how many IP addresses it went through, which means routers or switches on the network to get to its destination. And then I ran the NS lookup, and then I used my web server, George KC website, georgekcwebservices.com, and I used before it NS lookup. The NS lookup, it will show you the DNS domain name servers of a website or a web hosting company, and those are the DNS server. That what they do, translate the IP address to a URL like georgekcwebservices.com. So if you have any questions, submit it in a comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're interested in topics like Linux commands, making simple websites using Visual Studio Code, using HTML, CSS, and other software. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so if you're on this live stream, I want to thank you for tuning in. And if you will be on replay when this live stream is over, I want to thank you for viewing the video. And make sure you submit any comments, any questions in the comment box. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'll be making more videos, more live videos. If you're interested in those topics, let me know. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss any future videos, updates, live streams, etc. And make sure you add any comments in a comment box, questions, or give me idea about future videos. Thank you. So.